Today, the world watches Washington, where U.S. President Donald Trump hosts Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and European leaders to push for a peace deal in the Ukraine-Russia war. But sharp tensions threaten to derail negotiations. It began in 2019 at Trump Tower, where then President Trump praised Zelenskyy's anti-corruption efforts during a cordial meeting.
Thank you very much, everybody. We're with the President of Ukraine, and he's made me more famous, and I've made him more famous. I will say he's got a great reputation. He's very, very strongly looking into all sorts of corruption and some of the problems they've had over the years. I think it's one of the primary reasons he got elected. His reputation's absolutely sterling, and it's an honor to be with you.
It's a great pleasure to me to be here. And it's better to be on TV than by phone.
Yeah.
I think. And Mr. President, thank you very much.
Zelenskyy called it the best meeting ever, expressing gratitude to America.
Best meeting ever. I mean, that was a great meeting, and we want all support from USA. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, American people. Thanks, Mr. Trump. Thank you, guys.
By September 2024, Trump, then a presidential candidate, criticized Zelenskyy on the campaign trail, doubting Ukraine's ability to defeat Russia. In December, French President Emmanuel Macron hosted both leaders at the Notre Dame reopening in Paris, a brief diplomatic encounter to discuss Ukraine. But in February 2025, a heated Oval Office meeting laid bare deep divisions. Zelenskyy challenged Trump's push for a quick deal, citing Russia's history of broken promises.
Press, thank you. Press, thank you very much. Thank you, press. Thank you very much, press.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President, please, can you have a look this way?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President.
This way, please.
Please, Mr. President.
To your right, please. To your right, please. Mr. President-elect.
In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're doing.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning.
And the president who's trying to save your country.
Tensions peaked as Trump accused Zelensky of risking global catastrophe.
Please.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What do you
III.
think about?
You're gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's
with all
backed you
respect to you.
far more than a lot of people said
Very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
As part of the deal, or is
No.
that on the table?
No,
Mr.
we
President,
don't need that.
Mr. President, I just wanted to ask.
We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if,
West
if
Africa?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yeah.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again,
I tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of
except
times
that
thank
they're-
you
except
to
that-
American people.
Except that they're.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
But I
ceasefire?
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire.
guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
In April, a more subdued meeting at the Vatican during Pope Francis' funeral offered hope. Zelensky called it potentially historic for peace. The 15-minute talk, joined by Macron and British PM Keir Starmer, was labeled productive by the White House, a contrast to the February clash. Today, Trump hosts Zelensky, followed by leaders from Britain, Germany, France, Italy, Finland, the EU, and NATO, pressing Ukraine to accept a deal excluding Crimea and NATO membership. As European leaders push for strong security guarantees, will Zelensky compromise or stand firm? DRM News will keep you updated on this critical summit.